Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we are finally releasing and installing our new rear door table for the Gen 3 Pajero. So it's for this one right here from 2000 to 2006 models, the NM and the NP. I had a look, this is the NP model, but the NM door looks exactly the same. So I'm confident it will fit those years as well. But yeah, finally guys, after months, we can finally release it to you guys and show you how good it looks. It looks awesome. So let's get into it. Okay, so here it is guys. This is our new rear door table. Just have a look at this thing. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So yeah, this is the final version. Now it does come in a box to make sure it's neatly packaged and also with bubble wrap around it. And it also has the necessary nuts and bolts to complete the installation. But yeah guys, it's a very strong table. So the front piece here is made out of aluminium and then the back piece is made out of metal. Reason for that is I'll show you in a second. But yeah, anyways, so you've got these strap locks. There you go. Nice and easy. And then it folds down. And there you go. So that's your table right there. Now you also have these adjusters so you can adjust the height up and down. Which is necessary if you're parked up on a hill or whatever, you can actually adjust it so it's on the right angle. And then yeah, essentially we've just made sure when you close it, everything is perfect. There's like no touches or anything. We've made a heap of samples of this, I'll show you in a sec as well. But yeah, we finally nailed it. So everything just works seamlessly and like it should. So yeah, that's essentially what you're going to receive guys. And yeah, happy days. So let me show you how to install it. It's nice and easy. So let's get it done. Okay, so installation is nice and easy. This is what your rear door will look like at the moment, or more or less. Okay, so plan of action is to get this handle off. So you need a screwdriver, you need a trim panel removal tool, and a number 10 socket. Okay, if there's anything else I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure that's all you need. All right, so handle off, and then we'll be able to take this panel off as well. It just clips out, but you got to make sure with this little panel right here, you'll see at the top here there's two plastic clips. So you just need this trim removal tool just to get it out carefully, because if you don't, it's going to break like this right here. So we do sell these on the website as well. We use it almost every single time we do a video, so it's worth the small investment. All right, so let's go. So you can just take your fingernails, or you can use another like small screwdriver or something to get these covers off on the ends. So they just clip out like that, nice and easy. And then you can undo these two screws. All right, next up, there's two screws down the bottom here. Now, I've actually already installed the table, so I'm just gonna take this off. But realistically, you have to take the whole panel off, and then at the back of this will be bolts to get this off, okay? So, but that's off for now. All right, so just grab your screwdriver again, and then just undo these two screws here. There you go. All right, so once you've done that, you can also then take these two plastic clips off. So just get your trim removal tool behind that plastic clip and then take it off. Cool, so once you've done that, those screws and these two at the top, the panel should just clip out, okay? So you can start at the back here. Like you can feel there is a point here you can grab onto. So just boom, pop it off, and then just work your way around the sides, and then if you need to, you can also pop off this top one just like that, and same on this side. Cool, and there we go. The bottom panel will just come off nice and easy. All right, cool. So this is the panel right here. Now you can see at the bottom here, there's like small little holes. Now the new table actually utilizes those holes. Okay, so best thing to do is just drop it into the holes over there. You'll see the table just goes straight in, just like that, okay? Now you wanna undo these two straps and open up the table. All right, cool. So there we go, just make sure they're all in at the bottom. like it is, and then we're also going to utilize these two holes where that other part used to be on. So this part right here, this one, once that is off, you can now use these 4 holes, all right? And that is basically just to strengthen it and make sure this table can handle the load. All right, so we do have 4 bolts supplied, so you just put the 4 bolts in there, and then we're going to tighten then on the other side. So you'll notice these new bolts also don't just push through, just take your screwdriver, and then you'll notice them go in nice and easy. All right, so it's through all the way to the back. Okay, cool. So once all 4 bolts are in, and the table is also in the holes at the bottom of the panel, you can now close it, and then you want to turn it around so we can put the nuts onto the bolts. Okay, so just turn it around like that, and now we can access the bolts from this side. So the washers go on the back here. That is one, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, so put that on. Because they are lock nuts, you also need to have access to the front of the screw, just so there's resistance and the nut can also be put on nice and tight. That's now the nuts onto the bolts, and same on this side over there. So now what you want to do is basically bring this panel up, let it sit straight, and then you hold your screwdriver on this side and your number 10 socket on the other side and tighten up the bolts. All right, so just get it nice and straight like that. Just undo the straps again, and then let it down. Cool. So keep your screwdriver on this side, your number 10 socket on the other, and then just tighten it up. There we go, nice and tight. Okay, cool. So once your bolts are nice and tight, you can now take the panel and then just put it back onto the door. So let's do that. So a little bit of a tricky one. So you want to make sure the black panel goes behind the grey panel. However, just make sure the table is in front of the panel. Okay, so what I'd recommend is have a look at these yellow clips. Line it up with 1 hole, and then the rest should just follow. All right, so let's have a look over there. There you go. It's fine. There we go. Easy. And then there should be 4 clips. There you go. 3 and 4. And there you go. That's it. So it is very easy. And then the holes should line up with the handle holes, which it does. So that's good news. And then, yeah, just take your handle, reuse the old bolts, and make it go back on. And that one's tight. Cool. Close it. And last but not least, just put this panel back. And then break it like I did over here. Cool, and then very last but not the least, don't forget to do up these 2 screws over here, just to make sure everything is complete. But yeah, as easy as that, guys. That is all done. It's easy, guys, and that is all done. So as you can see, the 4 bolts over here are nice and tight. So this table is like super stable, which is great, and it strengthens it. So that is very good. We've also made a shelf at the top here, guys. So you can put spices, sauces, all sort of stuff at the top here. And you also have access to your washer bottle still, which is good. At the bottom as well, we also raised the table so it acts as another shelf compartment. So sauces, paper towel, whatever you take camping with you, it's all good to go. Closing it up is nice and easy. So just like that, boom and boom. And it's super slim, as you guys can see. So for everyone running drawers, I'm confident this will still work because it hardly pokes out anything. So that is very good. All right, so there you go. If you open it up again, bam. To adjust it, like I said, just pull on the strings over here you see it goes up, and then just press on the buttons at the top to lower it down again, okay? So nice and easy, and again, super strong. All right, so let's load it up. Now, one of these boxes are 6.15 kilos. Let's just say it's 6 kilos to round it up. Let's try it like that, because that is like the weakest point, okay? So that's 6 kilos. That's 12. That's 18. I feel like that's the max limit, okay? So 18 kilos, guys, not a problem, which is good. It would be very embarrassing if it snaps right now, hey? But yeah, no, that's why we went with the steel cables as well, to make everything nice and strong. So 18 kilos is good. I'm not gonna say that's the load limit. I'm just gonna go with 10 kilos just to be safe. But there you go. Just to let you know, it can take more. But yeah, obviously be safe, okay? Awesome. So there you go. Nice and super strong. All right, so another question you guys might have is how much usable space do you actually have? So we'll just go on the inside of the adjusters, which is 55 centimeters. So 55 centimeters long, and the width is 36.5. But yeah, not bad. And just showing you guys a bit of a behind the scenes. So these were all of our samples, okay? So we literally started off with this one. We tried like locking mechanisms here, but as you can see, it just scuffed on the table itself. So every time you open up the table, it will just scratch. And that's when we drilled new holes, tried these ones instead, which then worked. And then there were a few other things we tested, like different bolts. We made different heights for these as well, for the adjusters to go in. Just at the back here, you'll see, have a look at how close it was. So we had to fix that as well. Then we moved on, try something else, but you can see the bolts fell on the table here and over there as well. So yeah, so you can see we definitely tested out this table, made sure it works. We've also tried different positions here and there for the different things we did. And then yeah, this was another one as well. Not even sure what we did on this one. Oh, actually this was the prototype, the second last one, where we tested these holes. So we had screws and stuff in here, but they weren't flush. So again, they were fouling on the table surface here. So yeah, just a bit of a behind the scenes, guys. And this is the final result. So yeah, super proud of us and our team that we got this done. All right, so there you go. Everything is perfect. There's no foul, anything going on. You can see it's perfect. And this hole is on the right size and all that sort of jazz. So there you go, guys. If you're not happy with this table, you won't be happy with anything. So there you go, Gen 3 owners. You finally have yourself a new rear door table. So yeah, you only waited 20 years for one, didn't you? But yeah, anyway, guys, happy days. If you have any other questions, make sure to drop it down below. But like I mentioned, this thing is, in my opinion, the ultimate table there is, because it's powder coated, it is adjustable in height, it's super slimline, so you can still use drawers, and yeah, there's no drilling required. So I can install it in 5 minutes, so I'm just going to say most people should be able to install it in 10 minutes. So yeah, super easy, guys. They are in stock, ready to go. So thank you so much for your support, and yeah, Gen 3 owners, enjoy. Cheers, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.